everyone posted on my YouTube channel when they did the comment section, they essentially were like, this guy's got to be kidding. He's obviously oblivious, blah, blah, blah. And I had no idea what was going on. Apparently, the day before was just a bank robbery, a heist. Wasn't very good.
Gaming news,
and it shut down already.
The day before had such a disastrous launch last week, its developers already shutting down. And there are also rumors the studio behind Time Splitters might be closing its stores as well. And if you think there's an official chronological
having a bad day with
The
problems.
Legend of Zelda games, well, series producer Eiji Aonuma has some words for you. This is your daily fix.
The fix. The fix.
Presented by Pringles.
Pringles. They're not bad.
It's been a long and bumpy road leading up to the release of The Day Before. The open world post-apocalyptic MMO was at one point the most wishlisted game on Steam following an impressive early reveal.
But I mean, it looked good. It looked good.
To skepticism, wondering if developer Fntastic would deliver or could deliver on its ambitious vision. Well, we finally have an answer.
Oh, dude, that sucks. I'm sorry.
The answer was going to be no. Jeez,
well, I hope she makes
less
it.
Than a week since
that's what I hope for.
Launched into early access, the studio
Christmas
has announced
present.
it will be shutting down and doesn't have the necessary funding to continue its support. Now, the day
but it didn't even look like this, though.
8,000 concurrent players when it launched on December 7th, the same day as the Game Awards, and as of this video, that player base has dropped below 4,000.
The way we looked at it, it didn't look like this.
A lot of folks who were playing have been keeping busy leaving negative Steam reviews instead, and The Day Before is already one of the top 10 worst reviewed Steam games of all time. Now, in a statement posted on X, formerly Twitter, y'all know that place. Anyways, Fntastic.
How much concurrent?
The Day Before has failed financially, and we lack the funds.
How much concurrent for this?
Is being
I have no idea.
To pay off debts to our partners. Now, the statement goes on to say the team really wanted to release new patches to reveal the full potential, but can't afford to do
it
so.
start?
The servers will stay online for the
I don't know. It wasn't very big, though.
Plagued with issues as is, and the game itself is a buggy, broken mess that doesn't begin to resemble the experience that got players
I don't know.
in the first place. Fntastic statement claims, quote, "We didn't take any money from the public during the
try and figure that out.
Before. There were no pre-orders or crowdfunding campaigns. We worked tirelessly for 5 years, pouring our blood, sweat, and tears into the game, which is all very touching, but it still costs each player $39 to get
What's up, Venom?
access. If you listen really
long time no see, bro.
The sound of tens of thousands of players demanding refunds.
Yeah.
Now, something tells me we haven't heard the end of this story. And what do y'all think of all of this? Now, I had a sneaking suspicion that this game might not deliver, but did not expect the developer to close up shop so soon.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
News, Free Radical Design, the studio behind Time Splitters, that was formed in 2021 to create a new entry in the series, may be closing as well. The VGC reports that the studio is the latest target of company-wide cuts being made.
Well, this isn't good news, guys.
PlayOn. Now, in an internal email sent out
on back trust.
Jansen, PlayOn's VP of Worldwide Studios and Talent, he stated the following, quote, "As we move through the console process and face the potential closure of Free Radical Design on 11 December 2023,
That's not what it said.
I want to express my gratitude for your commitment and the remarkable work you've done and still keep doing. This is a challenging time for all of us, but especially for you. And our focus is to support you as much as we can during this transition."
And that
the
sucks.
consultation he refers to is a requirement of UK employment law, which demands that before cutting jobs, companies are required to spend 30 days examining any redundancies and trying to find alternative solutions. Now, this
is all bad news.
Third party
all of this is bad news.
In and acquire Free Radical in that time, but the outlook isn't great. Now, more than half of the studio's 100 employees have updated their LinkedIn status to say they are seeking new employment opportunities.
Yeah.
And best of luck to them either way. Now, after a $2 billion deal fell through earlier this year, Embracer Group has laid off 904 members of its staff, around 5% of its workforce. Now, with this latest development, it seems like the number is only going up.
Damn,
And
so many people getting laid off this year.
considerably a lighter note, while working on Tears of the Kingdom, producer Eiji Aonuma wasn't too hung up on the idea that the Legend of Zelda games need to be connected by any official timeline. Now, speaking to us here at
Oh
IGN,
my God,
Aonuma
they're still
said,
going on
"We
about the
have major
timeline.
players in each game with Zelda and Ganon and Link, and they each surface and play their roles in potentially slightly different ways in each title. But personally, I don't like to put too much stock in the chronology of the series because from the design perspective, that can kind of box us in and limit where we're able to take the story as we continue.
I don't think anyone's looking forward to next year.
And so I do think it's something that
Next year
is
doesn't
best
even
for
look like it's going to be that good of a year.
own. Hyrule Historia, an official Nintendo-approved book of Zelda lore, was published in 2011, which revealed a branching timeline which begins with Skyward Sword and split
that had
into
to suck.
3 alternative timelines following Ocarina of Time. Creating a Champion, another book published in 2017, suggests that everything that happened prior to Breath of the Wild has faded to myth. Now, between that and Aonuma's stance, maybe it's best to treat the Zelda games less like George R.R. Martin books and more like fairy tales or mythology.
Man, that's
Anyways,
crazy.
that was your fix of gaming news.
That's our
for today,
fix.
December 11, 2023. Now, if you haven't yet, head on over to IGN.com and check out our nominees for Best Game of the Year, as well as tons more.
We already know what the game of the year was.
2023 high
We know.
points for gaming, entertainment, and pop culture in general. Now, as always, make sure you follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch. And until then, I'll see you next time.
See you next time. Yeah, not very good news. Pretty bad news, actually.